Hello and welcome to Advanced Driving Tuition. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to change the lane. When we teach a student how to change the lane, and when we ask a student when you're driving, and when we ask her to change the lane, they think if we give a signal, we have a right of way. So they give signal and they force their way in straight into the right lane to think that we have a right of way because we're given a signal, and the driver should give us a space straight away. So I've got the camera outside as well today. So I'm going to show you when we're changing the lane, what do we need to look, where do we need to look, and how do we find out the other driver have given us a space or they're asking us to join the road or change the lane there. There's two different ways you can do that. While you're driving the car, when you give a signal for changing the lane, if the car driving or the car on the right side, if they start pulling back, start slowing down, you can see the gap getting bigger in your mirror. Slowly they're going far away in your wing mirror on the right side. Or if they start flashing the light. So these are two indications that they can find out they're asking me to change the lane there. But the first thing we should be doing, most important thing when we're changing the lane, is whenever we change the lane, we do your routine, which is a mirror signal position, MSM routine there. So you do look in the mirror, and if you see someone there, you need to give them a signal. When we're changing the lane, you give them a signal to start with, and then look for the safe gap to move over to the right side of the road or onto the right lane there. Don't just give a signal and force their way in, or that would be a fault, or there would be a straight fail, or that would be dangerous for you as well when you do this, when you forcing your way into the gap there. So when you're driving there, we will be turning left here soon at the traffic light, and as soon we turn left, we will be doing a changing lane. There could be a couple of lanes there, so we can be easily change the lane. I will show you how to change the lane from left lane into the right lane, and how do you come back from the right lane back into the left lane there. Only looking in the mirrors there. So we're going to be trusting our instinct by using a mirror, and we're using a gap in between, and other cars as well. If they're asking me to go, then we will show you how I know that this car is asking me to change the lane there. So mirror changing lane is really important. That's the observation. When you on the test, if you give a signal to change the lane, and if you're too close to the car, you don't know how close it was, that can be dangerous straight away. Examiner will grab the steering and they will ask you were too close to the car, or the car was too close to you, so you cannot change the lane there. Every time you give a signal, if the road is 30 miles an hour and your speed is 25, your speed is 20 miles an hour, so you're moving over to the fast lane now. So when you're moving over to the fast lane, you should drive 30 miles an hour. So you can't drive from 20 miles an hour onto the left lane and moving over to the right lane with the speed 20 miles an hour when everyone else is driving 30 miles an hour on that road there. So when you're moving over to the right lane, make sure your speed is 30 miles an hour or close to 30 miles an hour. Then the other car happily can ask you to join the road there. But if you're driving slow and try to join the road, which is a fast lane, they will not let you in. Suppose we're going to be doing here now, we will be changing the lane there. So you can see there's two lanes here. So if I want to change the lane, there's a car behind me. I will look in the mirror, I give signal. So look at the car behind me now. It's keep coming closer and closer, so it's not safe for me to change the lane there. So I will stay back. But now, if you see here, I can change the lane easily because there was a big gap coming up on the right there. I will change the lane and I cancel the signal. And when I stop, I will leave a tire and tarmac gap there. And this is how I can change the lane easily now. So I'm gonna go back again. Once lights change, I will move back into the left lane again, and from left lane I will move back into the right lane again. So I'll wait here now. As soon the car will move, I will go. Speed is 30 miles an hour, so I'll try to speed up a bit more. So here, I want to go into the left lane. You probably can't see at the moment. There's a white car right next to me on the right side there. So I will wait here because there's a traffic light right further ahead. So I don't want to change the lane at the moment. So we'll stay here, keep on going. And now I will change the lane by giving a signal left, start moving over, but there's a big gap. There's a cyclist there, but the cyclist is far as well. So have a look here again now. There's a red car or the maroon color car coming from the right now. there's lots of car coming, so I will show you when I'm going to change the lane into the right lane, where I'm looking and what I'm looking there, and what would be my speed when I'm changing the lane there. So again, we're driving on the 30 miles road, cars turning, there's a cyclist there. Is there enough space for me to go right next to the cyclist? I look in the right mirror, I will give signal right in case I need to move over slightly, and I'll go back into my lane again one more time. So I didn't want to change the lane there. The reason is because that car was closed. I didn't want to go to the path of the oncoming traffic, so I'll stay here now. So once we pass these traffic light, we'll change lane again. I don't know what's this cyclist doing, middle of the road. It's dangerous for him to drive like this, middle of the road. Look at that, he's in a fast lane. It should be more on the left hand side. This is where they thrive. Amazing. Now, we're here, and there'll be 3 lanes now. So we're going to be moving over slowly and change the lanes into the right lane. Once this car go on the right. Road is busy. I might not be able to, but I will still try to change the lane once we pass these traffic lights there further ahead. At the moment the road is busy, rush hour. After these lights I will be moving over to the right lane, so I'll do that. I will pass the lights, I'll look in the mirror, look in the right mirror, signal right. Speed is only 12 miles an hour. I'm looking at the Jeep on the right side. Is he letting me in? No, so I will carry on with the same speed. If he doesn't let me in, there's plenty of space front. There's a gap coming up at the front, so I don't want to block the traffic. So I'll keep on going. Lights are still red at the moment, so I will cancel the signal because we need to stop one more time. So once the lights go on green, then I'll move over to the right lane again. Right, this is where I'm going to be changing the lane here. Speed is 30 miles an hour on this road. My speed is 12 miles an hour, 16. I will look in the mirror, I'll give signal right, and I look for the safe gap. Again, car stopping further ahead. They're slowing down as well. So this car did flash the light asking me, if you look at that car there behind, it did flash the light asking me you can change the lane, and I will just look for the safe gap from the front now, and I will go over into the middle lane now. I'll say thank you to her, and then we need to move over one more time into the right lane as well. So what we'll do here, we'll go look in the mirror, I'll give signal right. So I'm keeping an eye on the car, black car behind me now. So if you see there's a big gap coming up. Big car, the black car is not coming closer to me in my mirror and on my shoulder as well. Quickly look at that, so thank you to him as well. And we go back into this lane now by cancelling the signal. We have moved over to the right lane. So when I moved over to the right lane, I make sure the speed was good. So probably you see that I was in the left lane. I could have gone into the right lane, but then there was a big gap in the left lane because the car started moving more faster in the left lane. So rather than changing the lane and got stuck in the middle, I kept in the left lane and kept going straight again, because I was looking for the safe gap where I don't bother any other drivers as well. Because if I stop the car middle of the road only because I want to change the lane, that would not be a good for your test or your driving as well, because you're blocking the traffic behind you now. If you think there's a gap there and keep on going with the gap, make sure you plan ahead. You don't want to change the lane at the last second. You need to have a good time in ahead. So this time we have nearly 500 yards to go before we wanted to turn right there. So we had a good space there, so we took one by one, we changed the lane. We took from left lane into the middle lane, and from middle lane we came into the faster lane, which is the right lane. And this is where we need to be turning right very soon now. So we will be turning right very soon, and when we turn right there will be 2 lanes again, and we'll try to change the lane there as well. So in your camera, which is the right camera, you can see there's only a single lane now. So I'm in the right lane. The footpath is right next to me now, so I can't go anywhere else. So I will wait for the traffic light, second set of traffic light. When we turn right from the traffic light, we try to change the lane one more time from there. Leaving a pedestrian crossing clears. This is a pedestrian crossing, so you don't want to stop in the middle and all of a sudden lights will change. I'll get stuck, and that would be a serious fault for blocking the crossing. Even though there's no one there, I'll wait for the safe gap and then I'll change and go over the lights. Now these lights coming up ahead, I will be changing the lane here. Look to the center mirror, look to the right mirror, I give signal right. So I will end up in the left side of the road, and I cancel the signal and wait for the lights to change again. So on that road straight ahead, there's a 2 lanes there. Once we pass the light, I will be changing the lane from left lane into the right lane, and when I'm in the right lane, I will go back into the left lane one more time. So we drive. This car did give a signal. Now luckily there's some cars coming from the right, so I will be giving a signal to them. So just first deal with this traffic light here. Now here I need to change the lane, so I would give a signal from here now, and I'm looking for them 2 cars there. So after them 2 cars, obviously there's no one there. I can see there's a plenty of space, a big gap. I don't need to do anything. I can just change the lane and end up in the right lane there. So here when we drive here, I can see on the road there's a merging arrow which is pointing me to move away. So to turn left there, I have to give a signal there if someone's behind me, because I'm the one who was turning left. So I still turn left here, slow down and turn left and go into left side here. No one's there. We're okay. So this is how you need to change the lane there. So when you're changing the lane, you make sure you look in the mirror. I will make another video on this one, but I will try to make on the busy, sort of quieter road with the more lanes, so you can more understand. Probably doing when we go to the dual carriage, it will be much easier to do there. So whenever you're changing the lane, make sure the speed is good. Make sure you did give a signal to let other drivers know what your attention is. Make sure you look at the car behind, how far and how close they are. If they are close, don't change the lane. But if you think they are pulling back, they're slowing down and giving you the space, you are most welcome to change the lane on that time, because that would be they're asking you to change the lane on that time. And then flashing the light. If they do flash the light, this means they are asking you to go front of me, and then you can take the gap. Do not stop middle of the road. Do not slow down. Do not drive slow to change the lane, because that would be a problem for you. Because if you drive 30 miles an hour road and you driving only 15 miles an hour and you're trying to change the lane, that would be a problem, big problem for you now, because you will be slowing everyone down, all the other drivers on the road, and you don't want to do that only when you're driving or on the day of the test as well. But I hope you like the video. As I said, that I will make another video on this topic when the roads are more quieter. Sorry, because it was a bit busy on this time, rush hour. So best of luck whoever's changing the lane. Cheerio, bye.